Hello neighbor, this is Curt with etrailer, and today we're going to take a look at the Inno Gravity ski and snowboard carrier and see how it interacts with our 2022 Ford Edge. Now, if you've gone ahead and purchased the Inno Gravity and you've got some experiences or some pictures of it to share with us, go ahead and leave those in the comments below. We'd love to let our other neighbors see those in order to help make the best decision for themselves. Now, if you've got a ski trip coming up in your Ford Edge, maybe you've got a few passengers with you, anything like that, skis can be an awfully awkward thing to keep in the vehicle. And I find really the best way to take them to and from is on a roof rack attachment like this. Now, this carrier is going to allow you to carry up to two snowboards or 3 sets of skis, or the way we have it set up today, we've got 1 set of skis and 1 snowboard. It's very, very easy to install. Everything is clamped together using these rubber liners, and they do an excellent job of keeping the boards and skis stationary so they don't move forward and back or side to side into each other. It's very simple to operate when you're ready to take them off. We've got this button up here that we'll press down, and that's just going to lift them off and give us access to our ski and snowboard to get them on and off. Everything on here is secure and lockable as well. You can see here that there is a key cam hole there. So anytime you get these clamped down, you're able to lock it in really easily. So with it up, we're able to kind of access where these clamps are and how they go on. So it'll slide right out like that. As you can see, it released the claws down there. You could turn this gray wheel right and left in order to tighten it. And it does have a memory. Once you get them set to where you want them, you could just leave it as is, get it clamped down, and then once this comes back down into place, it holds that in. So that way nobody is able to remove the carrier from your crossbars, and nobody is going to be able to remove your boards and skis from the carrier itself, giving us overall sense of security. Now, as far as how we have it set up on here and maybe getting a few measurements, one of the things to keep in mind is that every crossbar system, every manufacturer, their towers have a different height. So you may not have the same height on your crossbars as we do today with this Thule set, but we could take a measurement from the top of your bar to the bottom of your boards and skis and see what kind of clearance you have there. If you add your measurement from your rooftop to the top of the bar and add them together, you'll know what kind of clearance you have underneath your boards and skis. So to take that measurement, we're looking at a board height right now of about 5 inches. So just add 5 inches to whatever that measurement is to the top of your crossbar, and you'll know your clearance. And that is important to know, because if you're riding with 2 snowboards, one of them is going to have to be reversed upside down. So you want to make sure any of your boot attachments have the clearance not to be scraping up against your roof. The other thing to keep in mind, the way we have it set up, is that I generally, with things like this, I like to optimize the overhang that you have on your crossbars if you have any. Doing that is going to allow you to be able to access these without that much trouble as if they would be when they were pushed further in. But one of the things to keep in mind is that we had a 53-inch set of bars on here before this, and it wasn't enough room to get a clamp on the outside. I would say 55 inches or more of crossbar space, you'll be able to utilize that overhang really well. The other great thing about using the overhang is that you're going to create a lot of space on the other side of the car. So if you think about it, if you got 3 sets of skis up here, you've got a trip with a couple of extra friends, so the car is full, your luggage is in there, where does the rest of your ski equipment go? Having that extra room over there is going to give us the option of putting a rooftop cargo box on here that we can carry our poles, helmets, goggles, any of that extra equipment that just won't fit in the vehicle with the rest of the passengers and the luggage. But if you don't have that overhang and you need to mount this more toward the center, you could still open your doors and use your door threshold to kind of prop up and access that. But if you do have a system with an overhang, that to me is the optimal way to use it. So that was a look at some of the features and how it fits on our 2022 Ford Edge. This was the Inno Gravity ski and snowboard carrier, an excellent choice for you and your Ford Edge. I'm Curt with etrailer. Thanks for stopping by.